Australia, and now he's got his opportunity to shine on the greatest stage of all, the MCG on grand final day. Chance for the Allies. They push forward. Kick inside 50, not great. Hamilman couldn't mark, nor could Coughlin, although he did well below his knees. Chance over the top there by...
They've been the real standout. When they've gone forward, they've had probably more easy and clear targets at the moment.
Proust did well in the ruck. That almost thrown out of there by Clark. Umpire let play go. A chance for Heeney. Does well. Links with Cockatoo. Now they're away. Mattingly at half back. Usually uses it well. Kick wasn't bad. Well, they made Watts work. He was good enough to mop up. Then wait.
Giving them targets that they can actually go to on the exits.
Terry Wallace here alongside Kevin Sheehan. And Tristan Fernandez, my name, bringing you all the action from this curtain raiser. AFL.com.au, the only place to see it. And I think a great initiative, Kevin, by you, Mick Ablett and the team to try and join forces with Mark Evans and his plans to try and get a game. Umpire's picked out a free kick. Will go the way of the Allies.
Just didn't go back. Yeah, just didn't go back quick enough, Curnow, and just balance himself off.
And Curnow is the brother of Ed, of course, from Carlton. So it's Charles, and just in the last week has been added to the NAB AFL Academy. Playing today, of course, is the Australian under-17 side. They're playing in that Australian jumper.
And he won all Australian honours, Kev.
Yeah, just to clarify, he's not actually 19 yet. When I say a 19-year-old, he turns 19 in the calendar year, and he's not 19 until December, so a late birth. Yeah. And that's why he certainly deserved to be played. Given the injuries and the late birth, that's why he played in the National 18s.
Here's Keys inside 50. It went over the back, and a chance for 25, plays 2-3-15. And Kev, just talking about the Giants Academy, the Sydney Academy. We'll talk more about that bidding process in just a tick, because the Allies build with purpose. Right. And here they go. Jones through the centre, delivers inside 50. No mark taken, although Coughlin's second efforts have been exemplary.
Draft combine, and that be tested and observed for 4 days by the 18 AFL clubs. By the Friday, the 4 clubs up north, the 4 clubs in AFL clubs in Queensland and New South Wales, need to nominate those that they want to consider to put on their primary list. And in other words, put them up for the bid the following Monday, 3 days later. The boys from the Allies, they see this as their chance to really present their final case as a player in the game to the AFL clubs. Are all here having a good look today.
And you'll have full draft coverage, trade coverage as well on AFL.com.au. Kel Toomey live at the Combine. Terry Wallace and myself involved in trade radio, kicking off on Monday. At half back, daring kick. Didn't pay off in the end. Chance now for the Allies. Andrews lays it back. Heeney over the top to Davis, and he'll mark.
Well, Crocker just made a mistake going across goals on that occasion. Thought he played pretty well in the grand final last week. I thought he was a very good player in the TAC Cup.
He'd be a likely bidding prospect for about 10 days' time.
Heeney, very, very classy, isn't he? Just good ball use once again on that occasion.
And here he's on cue. What about the improvisation to get that handball backwards? On his side, the turnover. The Academy boys with numbers. Here's Crocker, last line.
He's really shown his great ability in this first couple of quarters.
And now full of running. Partington pushed as he got rid of it. Heeney met it cleanly. At half-back, Weller laid off the hands. The running man there was Dawson, who delivered up forward. Chance for Davis if he can get a grip on the footy. Eventually does.
I thought his defensive work, tackle pressure was very, very good the time before, then sort of set them up on the rebound that time.
I like his potential as well. Terry seen him play on the wing for the Dandenong Stingrays quite often this year. A boy of 193 centimetres. He can play either end of the ground. He's shown that ability through the midfield. And yes, in the under-18s this year with all Australian honours, there's only the handful of boys do that in their bottom age year. So contested ball winner on the inside, can get it on the outside as well. Will lay the tackles. He's a star at that stuff, and he's been a solid player again today. He's had the 10 disposals today.
Allies were away, although Austin took a while to gather the footy, sent it down to a raking ball towards that southern side, did really well. Open forward line, Heeney now sent down back, race on between he and Archie. Desperate stuff by Isaac Heeney, rushes the behind.
I think Heeney knew that Archie probably had the quicker pace on that occasion, so needed to... Yeah, well, you've got to make a decision, and at least he made a positive decision. But I think that your coaches want to just see that first initial instinct stuff.
It's a game high. Well, it was a game high 26 points, but at the moment the NAB AFL Academy boys 5 goals in arrears if they are to hit the front. So an uphill battle as Mattingly going to ground was taken high. Fed it backwards, a little bit untidy. Heeney at right half back. Shares with Mattingly. Had a leading option on that southern stand wing. Elected not to use it, although they do so now. Just about came too late, but Hislop did well. Gained possession of the...
What you'd be sort of saying is we want to see you taking the game on. That's it. You know, we want you to play with your natural presence, but probably at AFL level, you're not going to be able to turn around, do a U-turn and step through traffic once you get to AFL level. So you have to be doing the predictable things as well. So it's a balance between both. Certainly want you to take the game on, but predictability to your teammates would be the message you're trying to get through.
4 minutes left in this third term. Academy boys in desperate need of a goal, as you can see on your screens. 25-point lead to the Allies.
4 goals, 8 never helps, Tristan.
It doesn't. They've squandered a mark one way, then another. They need a mark. Almost got one too. Argus perhaps could have done better there. Heeney did well. Burrowed through. Now Jackson. Spearing ball found the big man Davis. And he'll be content just to slow things down as they work it across the face of their defensive 50.
He put himself in the contention for the Giants Academy selection. It's expected to be a top 40 sort of pick if someone bids.
Davis far too strong there. Marked the kick that came from Weller. Kicked wide inside 50. And a good pair of hands to have this footy in. Isaac Heeney, you'll be hearing and seeing a lot more about this young man from Newcastle.
Well, he'll be picked 70 from Newcastle at the end of last year to study. He's been terrific all season. Mature body, mature guy, leader, and as we see here, just a great skill in front of goal. Missed this one, obviously, but he can mark, he can do everything around the ground, and the type of play that you bring into a club and be a chance for round 1 next year.
Well, Davis was involved in that piece of play as well, but when you've got Weller and Heeney